Hello. Welcome to another Transformers review on the Uber Geeks. Today, Stracks shall be reviewing a cardboard box. Well, take it away. Yeah.
What's up, my fellow aliens in YouTube land? My name is Stracks from the Uber Geeks, and today I shall be reviewing the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Generation Selects Voyager Class Decepticon Redwing. These names are getting way too long. But here we are, and there he is. As you can see, he's pretty cool. But first, let us look at the packaging. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Yes, as you can see, the packaging is just a cardboard box covered in what seems to be Cybertronian graffiti. A very nice spray painted Autobot logo here on the front, and then come to the side, it's just the rest of the picture. We have Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy right there. Age 8+, mentally, that's not me. Hasbro, obviously it just says Hasbro because that got ripped off. We got some warning: do not eat anything in this box because it was made in Vietnam. On the top of the box, you have another Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy logo. On the back of the box, you've got some legal guff that's really not important. And once again, don't eat anything. Choking hazard. And you got our favourite line in a triangle. And then on the bottom of the box, we have Voyager Class Decepticon Redwing Generation Selects, barcode, made in Vietnam. He is WFC GS02. And on the inside we have masses and masses of artwork. You just get the instructions in there. There is actually a plastic casing that the figure came in, but I threw that out because it doesn't look good when all this is happening, all the logos and that. And you have another Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy logo. And that is it for the big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Now, for the figure in itself, here we have Redwing. As you can see, he is gorgeous. Look at that red paint. It's so red it's breaking my camera. Look at that. That is a very bright red on this camera. But it in real life is not that bright. You got some nice dark red there on the nose cone. Got some white around, just some nice white highlights. You got a yellow translucent cockpit. You got some nice black for the top fin. You got some thrusters. You got the faux chest. You got his shoulders just hanging out back there. Got some more thrusters. You got Decepticon logo there. Cannot see that. Right there. And another one on the other side. As you can see, there is some quite muddy blotches on the wings here. Same as on the nose cone. You got some around here as well. You got some on here. It's very difficult to see because it's dark red, but you can just about see it. Underneath you have a lot of nice detail, but I'll get to those in the robot mode. But you do have some nice white there underneath the nose cone. Got some blacks, whites and reds. Basically what this is. Now, this figure does come with some accessories. He does come with his null rays. Because he is a seeker, he has his null rays. So what you can do is just plug them into that port there, or that port there under the wing. And I think that's it. Oh wait, no, you can plug it into that port, but I don't think you can actually. That port is too much. There's also a port there on his forearm as well, right there. But I like to plug it in on the shoulder because the shoulder is at an angle and it just looks much better like that. You get two of those. Looking at the detail, there are a lot of complaints about these null rays because they look a lot like just proper guns because they have scopes. But I really don't mind them. They kind of do look a bit assault rifle snipery thing style-ish, but they've got some nice molded detail. They're just done in black plastic, and that's it. Stick that in there, and then he can whoosh, pew pew, bang bang, whoosh. For a size comparison, here we have a fellow Seeker. This is the Studio Series Thundercracker. As you can see, yeah, Thundercracker is huge. He's not even sharp. Hang on. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. They are the same height if you measure from their tips, like there, and there you go. And for another jet comparison, here we have Combiner Wars Jetfire. As you can see, Jetfire is huge because he is a leader class, but even so he's big. He's only slightly taller just because of his thruster pack on top. But let's try again with this length comparison because you couldn't really see it. Yeah, that is just ridiculous. There you go. As you've noticed, I've been comparing jets because, yes, this is based on the original G1 Cybertron jets that the Seekers transformed into, or Tetra jets, as many people call them, and still do. But yeah, there you go. Now, for transformation, you can keep the guns on, but just for clearance reasons, I'm going to take them off. So, where are we going to start? We are going to start at the wings. So, what you want to do is there's actually a, come on, focus, damn it. There's actually a hook tab that comes under there. You want to unhook that like that. Oh, not meant to do that yet. Tab back in there. Ah, you little bugger. Oh well. Well, you want to untab the wing from the arms. You see there's these two tabs here. They'll go into those two end slots. Right there. Now, for yellow wing, take out the tab, untab it. There you go. Something that really annoys me is the connection between the arms and the legs when you're transforming them, because they use these very strange slots here that tab into these very thick tabs. This one is specifically the worst one. I don't know why, but it's just really difficult to tab in because it's just not in line. Oh wow, they both plug in fine just because the camera's on. That's just, oh, I hate it when they do that. Right, you just want to unplug the arms, you want to bring them back. There you have that. So now you want to come to the underneath. You want to come to the underside. You want to, if the, oh, hang on. So there are actually these big tabs here, and what I should have done first was take off, untab this faux chest first. My apologies, but if these tabs are broken off or this is broken off, I am very sorry. My head's just not really with it today. But yeah, these tabs tab into the back of here, right there and right there. Sorry about that. So my apologies if your figure has just broken. But you want to bring that down on those hinges. Also, there's been complaints that the actual connection between this hinge and the actual chest plate has been too loose, and I haven't had that much trouble with this one. MGO316, go check him out, because he obviously does better reviews than me, but his Starscream figure, which is basically what this mold is, this is just the Starscream mold, the Siege Starscream mold. This is really loose. He said that they were going to run a pin through it, which you can see right there. Looks like they would have done, but they decided, nah, I'm just going to clip it on, that's fine. But if you want further details and you actually want to see what happened, go and check it out on his channel, MGO316. Enough of other people, let's carry on with the figure. So you want to turn the arms so that the silver paint is facing down, and then you want to untab with these very long tabs, tab into these slots here, like that. They're not very secure tabs, so bring those legs down like that. Now you can bring this all the way around, and should just, oh come on, there you go. You just tab that in like that on those chests. What you want to do now is you want to bring this whole section up here. You want to untab the nose cone. That's a very tough connection as well. These chunky tabs going into these slots that are very close to each other. But what you want to do is you just want to swing these around and up, move the wings out the way, swing these up, and then there's these two slots here that go into these two tabs here. What you want to do actually first is you want to swing his waist around. There you go. And now what you want to do is bring up the head like that, and then you untab this plate from the back of the head. It's just a tab that into a slot right in there, and that plate just flicks back like so to that little hole there. Now what you want to do is these tabs will tab into those slots there. Come on, you can do it, come on, it's not that difficult. Oh, there we go, that's quite difficult actually. Those will just tab in there. There you go. There we have. Oh, we want to actually come to the top and actually unplug these thrusters. They have a tab. Oh, for God's sake, come on. They have a tab here. That will go into that slot there. It'll just slide into the slot. There you go. And they almost have the upper body all done. Because now what you want to do is you want to come to the arms and you want to flick it out with your fingernail. I have barely any fingernails, so that's pretty difficult. Flip out the hand, and then you want to extend the arm to a certain point, and then flip that in. Second verse, same as the first. You want to flip this open, flip out the hand. I'll do extend the arm, close it, and there you have an arm all done. Cool. Now you want to spread out his wings, and there you have the upper body all done. Now all you need to do now is come to the feet, flip out the heel, flip out his toes like that. Second verse, same as the first. Heel, toe, and there you effectively have the Transformers Generation Selects Voyager class Redwing in his robot mode. And as you can see, this is a stunning figure. I love this guy to bits. He is awesome. The amount of detail on this guy is amazing. Damn, we got tall. The way he compacts into that tiny little jet and then becomes this Voyager class figure, you would expect that sort of that size of alt mode from a deluxe class, wouldn't you? But no, there you go. That's pretty cool. I do love this figure. But let's get into the details, starting with the head. Here's his head. As you can see, his eyes are done in a nice orange. And if we grab our super cool torch, we can shine it through the back of his head. His eyes shine a nice, bright, orangey yellow. His eyes are orange. And then he's got a nice smirk on his face, nice white face. Nice rectangular nose, very G1-y Seeker head sculpt. The intakes on the side of the head. Got his towering intakes here and here, done in white. I showed you earlier, it was just the underbelly of the nose cone. Going down his chest, you can see some white there for the nips, for the intake nips. You got some nice translucent orange for the faux cockpit, and some nice white for structural stuff. Got some nice white on the shoulders. You can see the translucent plastic actually carries on to the waist. It's not actually connected, so he does have, so he can have some waist articulation. He does have some white on his shoulders. You got some of that siege scuffing battle damage paint job. Got some silver on some black, which looks amazing. You got some blotches on his chest. Here, all over. Go a bit further down, you just got some black thighs there. Nice sculpted detail though. All the way down, you got some nice black on white, which is probably my favourite part of the figure. Then you got some more battle damage going down the shins. You got a light grey on the black shins, and then you got his high heels there. And then going back, he's got some black calves, and then basically the top of the jet just sitting there on his back. It's alright, it's typical Seeker backpack though, it's all good, I don't mind it. You got some white thrusters as well on the back. And yeah, now for articulation. His head is on a ball joint, so you get some of that wiggly waggly there. You can look up very slightly, down very slightly. You can also use this joint, the transformation joint, if you want him to look even further up when he's like flying or something. And shoulders, you have a nice butterfly joint there on his shoulders. His arms can go out that far, go do a full 360. If you move the wings out the way, oh, it's a daisy, move the wings out the way, he can do a full 360. He does have bicep rotation, he does have a double jointed elbow. That's awesome, but you need to watch out because when you reset the elbow, it doesn't come down properly because it's just how it is. So you have to actually situate it back so it's straight. He does have some if you try and do the hand wrist swivel without holding on to the forearm, it actually opens the hatch. But he does have some wrist swivel, and due to transformation he does have a inward wrist joint as well. As I said earlier, he does have waist rotation. His legs can go out that far. You get those high kicks. His legs can go back only that far, just due to how he transforms. But if you bring it out a bit further, you can just get a little bit that it's angled out. You do have some thigh rotation. You can do the full splits. Damn! And he does have a nice knee joint that can bend quite far. But you can also, just due to transformation and how he transforms, the calves are actually spring loaded, which is pretty cool. So if you just push those in and then bring the leg back even further, wow, that is one high knee. And I love that about this mold in general, because all of them have it. Thigh rotation, don't think I said that, I might have done. And you have got his feet can move forward, can move back slightly. The toes can move in and out due to transformation. The heels can move in and out due to transformation, and he does have an ankle rocker joint there. This one's actually stiffer, and it when you let go, it just goes back, and that's annoying. I think I just need to loosen it up a bit. But there you go. Also, you have articulation in the wings, so they can go back and forward. They can actually angle upwards, which I like about this figure, and that's how I do it. You actually just notice that you've got tiny little Decepticon symbols right there that I didn't see. Got another one on this side as well, right there. That's pretty cool. Now for another size competizione. Here we have Last Night leader Megs. Got to show this in the vehicle size comparison, but it takes like an hour to transform this guy. But there you go. Yup. And then for a fellow Seeker comparison, here we have Studio Series Thundercracker, who's a bit drunk at the moment for some reason. Come on, there you go. He's a Voyager class as well, but he's just a big boy, isn't he? He's a big boy. Yup. I almost forgot about his null rays. You can put these back on his shoulders, right there, and right there, and that completes the full look. God damn, that's pretty cool. So there you have it, a review on the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy, Generation Selects, Voyager class, Decepticon Redwing. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, ding that notification bell if you want to see more. And this has been Stracks from the Uber Geeks, saying to always see the geeky side of things. I'll see you again for another Transformers review. Peace.